Hi everyone, I want to start today with a simple question. Have you ever deleted a photo because it didn't get enough likes? If you have, you are not alone. In fact, many of us, especially from Gen Z, have done with it. Social media is no longer just a place to share moments. It has become a space where we seek approval, shape our identity, and sometimes measure our self-worth. With billions of people scrolling and posting every day, it's easy to forget that behind every post is a real person with real emotion. And often, we tie our value to how others react to what we share online. So today, I want to explore how social media, especially likes and engagement, can influence the way we see ourselves. We'll dive into the brain science behind it, the impact it has on our mental health, and most importantly, what we can do to protect our self-worth in the digital age. Let's begin with how our brain reacts to social media. When you receive a like, a comment, or even a notification, your brain releases dopamine, a chemical that makes you feel good. Dopamine is the same chemical released when we eat delicious food, achieve a goal, or receive a compliment. It rewards us and encourages us to repeat the behavior. Social media platforms are fully aware of this. Their algorithms are designed to exploit this response, keeping us engaged, even addicted. Every time we pause and wait for likes, we are subconsciously looking for that next dopamine hit. But here's the issue. The absence of likes or engagement doesn't just go unnoticed. It can feel like rejection. And this rejection is not always rational. It's emotional. Our brain interprets low engagement as a sign that we are not good enough. According to McLean Hospital, social media use, especially when it's centered around likes, stimulate the brain reward system in a way that's similar to gambling. This can lead to patterns of compulsive checking, posting, and comparing. It becomes a cycle. Post, wait, refresh, and compare, repeat. And with each cycle, our sense of self becomes more tied to number than to real value. Now, let's look at what this actually does to our mental health. Numerous studies, including one from Emory University, show that teens who spend more than 3 times hours a day on social media are significantly more likely to experience anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and body dissatisfaction. Why? Because social media creates a space of constant comparison. We are not comparing ourselves to reality, but we are comparing ourselves to highlight reels, like perfect photo, perfect vacation, and relationship. Everything we see is filtered, edited, and carefully curated to appear flawless. And when we compare our everyday life to this standard, we often feel like we don't measure up. We might think, why doesn't my life look like that? Why don't I have that many followers? What's wrong with me? Even though we know these thoughts aren't entirely fair, we still feel them. Over time, these thoughts shape our self-perception. Social media also affect our sleep patterns, focus, and mood, especially when we are scrolling late at night or first thing in the morning. It sets the tone of our day, and not always in a good way. In extreme cases, this pressure leads to identity issues, eating disorder, and even self-harm, particularly among young users. So yes, social media is powerful, and while it can be positive, it can also deeply damaging when left unchecked. So, what we can do to take back control? The first step is awareness. Notice how you feel after scrolling. Are you engaged or are you drained? Are you inspired or are you comparing? Second, curate your feed. Unfollow accounts that make you feel insecure. Instead, follow people who promote authenticity, kindness, mental health awareness, or simple content that make you feel smile. Third, set healthy boundaries. Try screen time limits. Put your phone away an hour before bed. Take break. Even a 24 hours detox can reset your perspective. Fourth, shift your mindset. Instead, how many likes did I get? Ask, does this post reflect who I am? Does it have meaning to me? Lastly, remember, you are more than a number. You are valuable because of who you are, not how you perform online. Even Instagram now gives users the option to hide like counts, a small but meaningful step toward reducing online pressure. Let me end with this. Social media can be an amazing tool to connect, to create, to share, but it's not a mirror. It doesn't show your full worth, your full potential, or your full story. Likes are not love, follows are not friendship, and comments are not character. So the next time you go to post something, don't ask will they like this, instead ask, do I like this? Does this represent who I am? Because the truth is, you just as you are already enough. Thank you.